Hello there guys, this is a very time sensitive video, so I hope you watch it in time if this does what I'm hoping that it does. Got about an hour and a half to go. I'm doing this. If I go into Forza Horizon Live, the Autumn Forzathon, I'm doing this challenge, the weekly challenge in the Capri. Now, as you can see, I've done the first one already, owning and driving the car. The second one, drive it for 10 miles, and I've done 8 of 9 stars on the third one. You need to do these in order. If you don't do them in order, it doesn't give it you. Now, I've just realised that getting those stars on the speed zones, you can do the same speed zone over and over again. So I've been doing this one, and I've just got to do it one more time, and that's going to give me the final star. So when you're doing this, don't mess around, just drive straight through the same one a few times, and you'll get them very quickly. I'm then going to get the ultimate skill chain bonus that I'm going to go over to the beach to do. I've got this car maxed out on the perks, so that should help me getting it nice and quickly. So there we go. That is... Let's have a look. So I should now be on the final chapter. So I've got an hour and 24 minutes to do it, and I've got to get 8 great skill chains. Now I'm hoping this unlocks the Forza Edition Capri. I have no idea if it will or not, but let's go somewhere where it's very easy to get skill chains, which for me, I think is here. Find this the easiest place. So I'm going to jump around on these sand dunes for a little bit, just like I normally do in the Renault. Hopefully that's going to give me some nice skill chains, and we can complete this as quickly as possible. I can get the video uploaded, and if it does unlock the Forza Edition Capri, hopefully you can jump onto it as you can jump on this very quickly and get it for yourself if you've not already. I mean, I haven't been playing Forza. I played Red Dead Redemption yesterday, and I've had a few days off Xbox doing other bits and bobs on my business, so I haven't really I didn't notice that this was going on. So as soon as I've seen this today, I jumped straight on it, but very last minute. I'm glad it's an easy thing to do. So what we've got, eight ultimate skill chains. So I think I can do that. I mean, I've got a great, awesome skill chain, great skill chain. Can we get an ultimate? Come on. Right, so there's an ultimate skill chain. So hopefully now we've got to ultimate, I only have to keep on doing this without losing my skill chain, and it'll give me some more. Come on, give me another one. So I assume that's 1 of 8 so far. Let's have a quick look. 3 of 8. Oh, awesome. So, was it ultimates? Oh, great skill chains. So maybe it's giving it for great and ultimates. Anything above great, it's probably giving it to me. So great, awesome, and ultimate. Oh, I've lost my thing. Never mind. I jump over that too fast, so I'm going to lose control. Get that bin. So there's another great skill chain. I've got about 4 left to go. I can't believe I saw this with like only an hour and a half to go. And I'm really hoping this unlocks the Forza Edition Capri. I mean, it should. When I first saw it, I thought you needed the Forza Edition Capri to do this. I didn't realise it was just the basic one. And I immediately went through the Forzathon shop and everywhere else trying to find if we could buy the Capri, the same way we did the Boueshaker. But that wasn't to be. So if it unlocks it, awesome. So there we go. Let's have a look. So we've done the challenges. So, oh no, bold moves. We've got 5 of 8. Oh no, I've just done brace for impact in the middle there. So I need 1 power slider, earn 1 ultimate drift or e-drift skill. Okay, so that would get my daily challenges. That's just getting Forzathon points, isn't it? Okay, this gives me 100 Forzathon points, but because it's all about this car, it does make me think, is it going to give me some extra? And if it doesn't, then you know that it doesn't. And it saves you worrying about it if you didn't manage to do it yourself and you've been waiting to get the Forza Edition Capri. So we will find out together. Hello, little Miss Wolf. If you ever watch this video, let's drive over. And Mr. Somebody. Mr. Bad Habit UK. in weird big vans.
And your first Forzathon weekly challenge is complete. Feeling at one with your car yet?
Right, does this award me anything special? Hopefully, but probably not. So, all of these missions complete. You need to do them in order. 1 hour, 20 minutes left. Daily challenges, got most of those. So what's in the Forzathon shop? No Capris. I've got 625 points now, that's not too bad. Okay, slightly disappointing, but it didn't say it was going to give us the Capri, so... My cars. Let's go to Ford. I mean, it's not said we've got a new car or anything like that. So... Focus, 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 Fiesta, Escort, Bronco. Got a lot of Fords. The Falcon. I always think that's the Capri. Every time I get it on a spin, I always think I've got it, but then it's not. It's just a Falcon. It always fools me. So it does look a bit like a Capri, but it's not, is it? And we didn't unlock it, so at least we did the Forzathon event with the Mark 1 Capri. And that's not giving us anything special. So at least we know. So guys, if you missed this Forzathon event, so I just do the drift thing. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can. I'm crap at drifting. I don't know if I could get an ultimate drift. Let's get down on the flat part of the beach and we'll give it a try. No, shall I change gear? Let's go over here to this this strip. This is where I always used to do my my drifts. I'm not very good at drifting. What if I've got traction control on? Settings. Okay, so control settings. Oh no, it's not that one, is it? It's difficulty. So difficulty settings. Traction control. No, it's off. ABS is on. Would that make any difference? I'll turn it off anyway. I don't think it would make any difference on drifting. Steering normal. Yeah, I think that's all fine. So let's try and... What is it that I've got to get? So, a power slider. Earn 1 ultimate drift or e-drift skill. I don't think I've ever got an ultimate drift or e-drift skill. Ever, ever, ever. That was a long drift. It's not going to give me anything for it though. Let's get some better speed. Oh, great drifts. I mean, does this work the same as some of the other things you can do, where you start off with great and then it goes ultimate after a while if you keep up your skill chain? I mean, e-drift, or is it like each one individually? Great e-drift? I don't know. Drifting is not my thing. I'm changing gear in the wrong direction. So I'm gathering that what I've done, I definitely haven't unlocked the Forza Edition Capri. So what am I going to call this video? Not unlocking the Forza Edition Capri, but trying. Well, I don't know. I don't even know whether to upload it. I'm not showing you anything. I'm showing you how to not do something. But I guess people that didn't do this this Forzathon event might be thinking, you know, would this have unlocked the Capri? So this video is telling you that no, it wouldn't have done, because it didn't for me. Get some better speed. Okay, and now let's drift. Oh, I can't believe that didn't give it me. I wonder if it'd be easier to drift on the road in the rain. Although, to be honest, I'd probably just crash into something. Oh my god, I'm so shit at drifting. How do you do it? How do you do this? Maybe the fact that I have downloaded a tune for my car is making drifting more difficult than it would have otherwise been in the original car. Because this is now all-wheel drive. I assume it was rear-wheel drive on a Capri? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe not. Maybe front-wheel drive. I have no idea. But maybe that's making it more difficult than it otherwise would have been. I did notice that I had to get the speed zone things, so I just downloaded a better tune to help me out with that and to help me with handling, but it's only an A-class. I didn't go up any more powerful than that. Give me this bloody thing! Oh my god. I'm going to call this video not unlocking the Forza Edition Capri, and I bet I get comments that say clickbait, clickbait, clickbait. It's not. I mean, I thought this might get it. It's not getting it. I want people to know that it didn't get it in case you missed out on doing this. So I'm still going to put it up there. I need to. I haven't uploaded a video on Forza for a couple of days, so I need to do at least one. I did a couple of videos on grip. And then I just thought, you know, it really disappointed me, that game did. I was looking forward to it, I was excited about it, and then I noticed it was on the Game Pass for free, so that was absolutely awesome. I almost pre-ordered it for £40, so I'm quite glad I didn't. So I played it for a bit, did a video on it, and I wasn't really happy with it. The first few, look, great E-Drift, give me an ultimate one. The first few laps were really, really boring, so I sat those off. I recorded the video again, and then again, and then again, and it's just, I'm really disappointed with it. It all looks a bit dystopian and dingy and industrial and dark, and it's just not pleasant to play. The tracks don't really flow. So yeah, I'm really not that impressed. So I sacked it off. I didn't upload the video. I thought I could just talk about it on here instead. So yeah, so grip, that I was very excited about, didn't really live up to expectations. Go on, give me an ultimate, give me an ultimate. I'm drifting all over the place, what's wrong with you? I don't want an ultimate 180, I want an ultimate, just, oh no. Oh, just add all those boring drifts together. Do you have to do just really one long one? Oh, Jesus. I can't do it. I really cannot. I wonder if I've ever got an ultimate drift, ever. Right, let's get as fast as we can. Yeah, what I liked about Grip, I mean, it's a game I used to play on the PlayStation 1 about 20 years ago, and it was absolutely awesome. It was our go-to game for me and my mates. We'd come round to my flat after work, and it was epic. We used to play that and Worms, and it was awesome. And I've been waiting for a Grip 2 for absolutely ages, and nothing, you know, there wasn't one. And then Grip Shift came out. What a pile of toss. It was absolutely shit. Obviously nothing to do with grip. But when this one came out, I mean, there's no mention of it being like a Grip 2 or anything like that, or anything related to the original. But, I mean, it's called Grip, and it looks exactly the same. It's the same game, basically, but it's like different tracks. It's a little bit more highly polished, obviously, because it's 20 years later. But it's just not as much fun. And the original one had like nice environments outside in, like, you know, sandy deserts, and it was just better. And this one's just dingy, and I mean, it's too dingy. It's not nice, and I'm not impressed. What I was impressed with is its Why can I not get an ultimate drift? The thing that did impress me is that it allows you to do split screen, so you and your mates sitting on the same sofa in the same room, and that's quite rare these days, so I really liked that that was an option. But I mean, who am I going to play with in Colombia? It's like my wife doesn't play driving games. It's not going to happen. She plays Peggle and Monopoly, that's about it. Yeah, I like that it's done that, because that is quite rare. And that's fun. It's really good fun. I used to like that a lot. So pizza, beer, and playing in the same room on a split screen, that was a lot of fun back in the day. But yeah, it disappointed me, so I've not done the video on it. But I did want to mention that I'd mentioned it in a previous video I'd done on here, saying how awesome it was, so I did want to mention it again. Oh, God, I am so bad at this drifting nonsense. 666. I think I already mentioned it, but 666 is the last 3 digits of my phone number. And I phoned my niece, and she saw the number, but she didn't have my name in her phone, so it just come up as the number on her phone. She was in the car with my sister, and she was like, "Oh my God, I've got a phone number. I've got a phone call from someone who's got a number that says 666." Like, I'm not answering that, and she didn't answer it. So I like that my phone number is 666. I'm not going to tell people the rest of it because I don't want loads of strange people to phone me. But the number is very significant. All of the numbers, so I love it. It's really easy to remember. So yeah, I like that. Yeah, the last 3 digits is 666, but all the rest of the numbers are a really good pattern as well that has some significant meaning. So I really like that. Oh, come on this drift. This is pathetic. If I'm going to go and try it on the road, I think. I just can't get into doing the drift at all. Awesome. Give me an ultimate. I'll run out of speed as soon as I get to the great one. I'm going to get up on the road. I'm going to just a couple of tries at doing it down this big straight at the back here. And if I can't do it, I'm just going to sack it off. I mean, it's not going to give me the Forza Edition Capri, is it? Otherwise it would say so. It's an event that's happening in the Capri on the Forzathon weekly stuff, so I'd like to get them all. Although this is actually the day. This is the weekly or daily one, I'm not sure. I think it said I've got a day and something left to do it, so it's not a daily one. Right, you don't have to comment as how shit I am for changing gears. I am very aware of how shit I am changing gears. So you don't need to tell me that. I bet the motorway would probably be the best for doing this. So I'm not going to crash into anything, am I? That was drifting. Let's pop to the motorway. I'll go here. Oh no, I have cold coffee. And it was the last coffee from the machine as well. Every morning I make a full pot of coffee in that machine, and it does about 6 cups, and I've always drank them all within a couple of hours. That's probably not good. Right, let's get down this motorway then. See if we can do a super duper drift. Did you know that the word duper in Polish is ass? So I said to the son of my Polish friend. I've got a Polish friend. She's got a son who's about, maybe about 10 years old, and he was showing me something. Am I going the wrong way? I am, and oh my God. Oh, this will do. He was showing me something, and I said, "That's super duper," and he was giggling and laughing as though I'd been really naughty or something. And she goes, "Don't say that. It's a bad word." I was like, "What's a bad word?" She was like, "Duper." I was like, "What does duper mean then?" So it means ass. So now every time I see them, I have to say that whatever he does is super duper because it makes him giggle. So yeah, duper is ass in Polish, and I think da, something like that is yes. So that's the only 2 Polish words that I know. But there you go. So now, if you didn't before, you now know a couple of Polish words. Duper, it means ash. And if you want to learn that in Spanish, it's culo. So that's ass in Spanish, right? My wife, if she ever watched this video, would kill me. But she wants to learn better English, so we always speak English. But obviously I need to learn a little bit of Spanish. So, I mean, we often talk Spanish just in the bedroom. So we say a lot of dirty words in Spanish. So I'm learning a lot of really bad stuff in Spanish that I can't use in public, which is not very useful. But I accidentally keep making mistakes in Spanish and saying things usually to her mum that I shouldn't say. So I know the one that I've told you before in another video. There's Spanish has got two words for to be. Like if I said you are something, there's two different ways of saying that. So in English, if I say you are hot, that means you are hot, as in your temperature is high. Or it also means like you are hot, you are sexy, depending on how you say it. Now in Spanish, there's two different words for that. So I get them mixed up all the time because it's difficult. And my wife's mum touched my arm and she was hot. She got really hot hands. So I said you are hot, but I used the wrong one. So I basically said you are sexy to her mum, which she seemed to like. And then she came around to my apartment about a week later after I'd already told her that she's hot. And we'd been shopping, she looked in the fridge and she said, oh, the fridge is, you've got a lot of food. So I tried to say in Spanish, my cupboards are full. As in like, you know, we've been shopping, we bought a lot of things. Now the word for cupboards in Spanish is cojones, okay? Now for some stupid reason, they decided that the word for bollocks is cajones, which is really, really similar. So I said to my wife's mum, after, you know, a week after me telling her that she was hot, I told her in perfect Spanish that my bollocks were full. So, yeah, not that great. And I've also made a couple of mistakes with her dad as well. I told her dad many times. No, I actually went to a few shops. I'm not going to get this ultimate drift thing, am I? I am so shit at drifting. Maybe it's my car, but I can't do it. I didn't want to do that. So yeah, I told her. Do I have to be in the Capri to do it? Where is it? I haven't. I'll do it in a different car. I'll do it in a drift car. That makes more sense. Well, anyway, guys, I didn't get that Ford Capri, so now you know. It's taken me half an hour of the allotted 1 hour 30 minutes time available. So anyway, if you was expecting this to give you the Capri and you've missed out on it, you can see that I've completed all of them and I didn't get it. So you haven't got to worry about that. So I'll tell you quickly the mistake I made in Spanish. I started the story, so I've got to finish it, haven't I? And then I'll upload this so that you know this doesn't give you the Forza Edition Capri. So yeah, I went to quite a few shops looking for some formal shoes for my wedding, but I was mixing up the word wedding with the word husband. So rather than saying matrimonio, I was saying marido. And I was going to the shop saying, disculpa, necesito zapatos formal para mi marido, which means I need some formal shoes for my husband. And I said that quite a lot in quite a few different shops. Then I tried on the shoes, like my husband has the same size shoe as me, and I didn't know that I was saying husband, I thought I was saying marriage. Then I asked my wife's dad, because he's got a company that makes clothes. I says, will you make me a shirt for my husband? And my wife shouted downstairs, matrimonio! And I was like, what did I say then? She says, you said husband! And that's when I realised that I've been saying all these shops, can you make me, do you have any formal shoes for my husband? Or I need some formal shoes for my husband. So yeah, I've made quite a few mistakes with my Spanish, but it's slowly getting better. But I do think probably the worst one so far was saying to my wife's mother, my bollocks are full. Like the word cajones is like a vulgar word for balls. It's like not, you know, it's something you shouldn't say to the parents of your wife. The other thing that I said, quite similar. I don't know how I made this mistake. I was trying to say I'd changed my flight. It's like I was going to England and I'd changed my flight so that I'd go back a week later. And we was in the car, my wife was driving, I was in the passenger seat, and my wife's parents were in the back. And in my head, I was rehearsing what I was going to say in Spanish. And then I thought I'd got it right, so I turned around and I got everyone's attention. The car's nice and silent, and then I said, I've changed my flight. At least that's what I thought I said. But in Spanish, I said, yo cambio mi bolsas, which means I've changed my balls. Right? I think flight is vuelo, so I don't know how I got vuelo and bolsas mixed up. They're quite similar. So anyway, so I got their attention. Then I said to my wife's mum and dad, I've changed my balls. And they said some stuff in Spanish. which obviously I didn't understand. And I said, what? To my wife. And she said, you've just said I changed my balls. I was like, oh my God. And her mum said something. And I said, what did your mum say? And her mum said, why? What's wrong with his balls? Can't he have babies? Right? I was just like, what kind of reaction is that to telling the mother of your wife, I've changed my balls? And also I'm thinking, do they think that in England, if you can't have babies, you just like go to the doctor and say, I've got a problem. Can I change my balls so that I can have babies? So yeah, I really think that she is waiting for us to say, hey, we've got some news. We're pregnant. But yeah, she does seem to be hinting quite a lot. And then when I said I've changed my balls, she was like, what's going on? Can't he have babies? So there you go. I've changed my balls. So I haven't changed my balls. I don't think it's possible for you to pop to the doctor and say, can I change my balls, please? We would like to have some children. So there you go. But that is what the mother of my wife thought I was talking about when I accidentally told her I changed my balls, instead of telling her that I had changed my flight so that I was going over to England a week later than I otherwise would have done. So there you go. Not many stories, certainly no stories about cars, but a little bit. And I will get back on these Forza videos because over the last few days I've been so busy and not been able to do them. And I did do a few grip videos and then decided not to upload them. So there you go. If you've missed out on this chapter and you were worried because it's something about the Capri and you were hoping it would give you the Forza Edition Capri, it doesn't. I've just completed them all and I do not have a Forza Edition Capri. At least I'm pretty damn sure I don't. It would have told me if I do. So let's just pop to the festival, have a look at my cars. I mean, I looked at Reddit, didn't I? In my, I looked in the My Cars thing and it wasn't there. So I know that I don't have it. So we don't have to worry about that. We do not have the Forza Edition Capri. And it's also not available in here. Nope. And it's also, I mean, I've got that one already. And I've got both the cars that are in here. I bought this one on the Forza shop. As you probably saw in a previous video, this one I had already got in a spin, and I've had it a few times, I think. So in the garage, I haven't got it in My Cars. In the showroom, obviously it's not, you can't buy it. So who knows? We don't know where it is yet. It's not been added to anything. I mean, can you buy any Forza Edition cars in here? I don't think you can you? You can just unlock them. But yeah, there's no Forza Edition cars in here. You can just unlock them within other cars sometimes. But I mean, I've gone through all of the Ford cars, and it wasn't in any of these cars. Now, I've not gone through them all on this account, but I have gone through them all on my other account, my YouTube Game Hack. So I don't have the GT on this one, but I do have it on my other account, and it certainly doesn't have the Forza Edition Capri inside as an unlock car. So you can't get it that way either, so it is still elusive. We don't know where it is. So as soon as I see it, or even get a sniff of it, I will most certainly let you know. And if it appears on a wheel spin or anything like that, if I see it go past on a wheel spin when it's slowing down, then I'll say, hey, Xbox, record the last 40 seconds or whatever, and I'll show you that. So if I get any hint whatsoever as to how we get that car, I'll most certainly be uploading the video and letting you know. But I am on the lookout for it. I assume other YouTubers are as well. I haven't actually checked to see if anyone else has got it yet, so I kind of maybe should do that. But I've not found it yet. I can't see anywhere that it is. There's no new cars in the download pack. We've just got the drift pack and the James Bond still, nothing else. I'm not buying, I haven't got the car packs, so I haven't got those, but I don't think they'd put it in that. I think it's going to be available for everybody. So there we go, guys. Unfortunately, I failed you. I was really, really hoping that doing that Forzathon event might unlock it. But I guess if it was going to unlock it, it would have said that that would be the reward, but it wasn't. So as soon as I know anything at all about how to get that Forza Edition car, it's the last one as well, I've got all of the others, so it's quite frustrating not to have the full set, I'll let you guys know. So you take care, have an awesome day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.